Hello dear students, good day. We are going to start our next topic. This is differentiation. Already we have done this topic, we are revising it. So first question is, we have to calculate the value of dy upon dx. It is said as parametric form, we have to differentiate x with respect to t, same way as y with respect to t, and then we will be going for finding the dy upon dx. So first of all, dx upon dt, dx upon dt will be the differentiation of cos t with respect to t will be minus sin t, plus the product rule in this first function is t, the differentiation of sin t will be cos t, plus the differentiation of t will be 1 and sin t will be as it is. So we are getting sin t to sin t cancel, at cos t is dx upon dt, means differentiation of x with respect to t. Now same way as y we are going to differentiate with respect to t, it will be dy on dt. So this will become the differentiation of sin with respect to t will be cos t, minus first function is t, differentiation of cos t will be minus sin t, plus the differentiation of t will be 1 into cos t will be as it is. When we will open the bracket, it will become cos t minus minus plus t sin t minus cos t. Cos t to cos t cancel, it becomes at sin t. Now we are going, yes bete, we are going to calculate dy on dx. This will be dy on dt divided by dx on dt. So dy upon dt is at sin t upon at cos t. So the value of dy on dx will be tan t. They might ask us also find the second derivative of this. If second derivative we need to find, there is nothing like tough. This will be d2y on dx square, that is the differentiation of tan will be sec square t, but we are differentiating it with respect to x. So further it will be dt upon dx. At the time of boards, mainly what we find while correcting the copies, students used to make this mistake. They don't write this step, and because of that they lose some marks. So it will be sec square t, dt upon dx we don't have, but dx upon dt we are having. Dx upon dt we are having. So 1 upon we will put this. So it will be 1 upon at cos t. So result will be 1 upon at sec cube t. So this will be the differentiation final result. Must take care of this thing, otherwise you may make mistake at this step. So one of the very good and important thing. Yes, our next question is, we have been given a function in the determinant form. How to differentiate a determinant? So the differentiation will take place like this: dy on dx equals to ddx of the function is fx gx hx L M N A B C. Now when differentiation will take place for the determinant, it will affect once a particular row only. Means the very first step will be ddx of fx ddx of gx ddx of hx L M N A B C plus, I'm not writing further because I don't have that much space. Next question I have to do. So plus, now first row will be as it is, means fx gx hx ddx of L ddx of M ddx of N A B C plus third row differentiation. So it will become fx gx hx L M N ddx of A ddx of B ddx of C. Now see the differentiation of constant will be 0. So see the result will be, the differentiation of fx can also be written as f dash x g dash x h dash x L M N A B C plus fx gx hx A B C 0 0 0 plus fx gx hx L M N 0 0 0. We know the property of determinant. If a row, all the elements of a row become 0, then the determinant will be 0. So result will be only this, f dash x g dash x h dash x L M N A B C plus 0 plus 0. So need not to write, it means this is the answer. So I suppose we are able to understand this question also. It is one of the very good question. Now we are going to find cos A plus B, whereas we have been given the formula of sin A plus B equals to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So what we have to do, we are supposing let A and B are function of x. This is our assumption. Maybe it could have or not. Otherwise A and B will be angles, that is constant, and differentiation will be 0. So we are going to differentiate. Sin A plus B will be cos A plus B. Now the differentiation of A will be, ddx of A plus differentiation of B with respect to x will be dB upon dx equals to. Now over here we need to apply product rule. First function sin A, differentiation of cos B will be minus sin B, and then differentiation of B will be dB on dx plus same thing. Now cos B, differentiation of sin A will be cos A, then differentiation of A will be dA on dx plus, now its differentiation, first function cos A differentiation of sine b. Differentiation of sine b will be cos b. Then differentiation of b will be db on dx plus. Now we need to differentiate it. So sine b will be as it is. The differentiation of cos a will be minus sine a. Then differentiation of a will be dA on dx. So I suppose it is very clear. Now let us see what I could take common. So see, these two terms I could take together. That is, I am taking common cos A, cos B. What is left? dA on dx plus dB on dx. Now out of these two, what is common? Minus sine A, sine B is common. Minus sine A, sine B is common. And left out part is dA on dx plus dB on dx equals to cos A plus B dA on dx plus dB on dx. Try to see dA on dx plus dB on dx is in all the three terms. So if I am cancelling or removing it, then there won't be any problem. Cos A plus B equals to cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So this will be the answer for the proof of cos A plus B equals to cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Yes, bete, now we are going to find dy upon dx for the above given function. So calculating dy upon dx, we have been given number of functions, and as I have told you, whenever we are getting function to the power function, to solve that we have to take log. With taking log, we will be able to do this question in the best manner. So let us think what I could do. I am supposing this as u, this as v, this as w, and this as it is I am keeping because it is a constant. Now differentiation of this will be ddx of u plus dv upon dx plus dw on dx equals to 0. Now what is u? U is y to the power x. U is y to the power x. Its differentiation I am going to do. So taking log on both the sides, as I have told you already, if somewhere function to the power function is there, we have to take log on both the sides. So it will be log u is equals to log y to the power x. And we know that log a to the power b is equals to b log a, means this will be coming over here. Since I am writing over here log a to the power b is equals to b log a. So this property, hope you all remember. With this property I am doing this step. Now when we will differentiate it, what it will become? Log u will be 1 upon u. Then differentiation of u will be du on dx. That is required over here. I need to put the value. Is equals to first function x. The differentiation of log y will be 1 upon y. Then with the chain rule, differentiation of y will take place. That will be dy on dx. This dy upon dx is the most important thing because we need to find the value of dy upon dx only. Plus log y, the differentiation of x will be 1. So du on dx will be equals to u times x upon y dy on dx plus log y. And as we have supposed, u is equals to y to the power x. So I am going to put the value of u, and value of u is y to power x. So I'm going to put, and I'll take y to power x inside the bracket. What it will become? Y to the power x minus 1. Why x minus 1? Because 1y is in the divide. So that will be subtracted. In division, powers will get subtracted. Into this one, x into dy on dx plus u. U is y to power x log y. So this will be first function ka derivative, that is du on dx. Now we are going to calculate the differentiation of v. So differentiation of v will be, we have v is equal to x to the power y. V is x to the power y, again taking log on both the sides, y log x as per the property. Now differentiation dv on dx, sorry, log v will be 1 upon v, then v will be dv on dx is equals to first function y, differentiation of log x will be 1 upon x plus log x, the differentiation of y will be dy on dx. Now dv on dx will be equals to, y is coming on this side, sorry, v is coming on this side, y upon x plus log x dy on dx. Now we know that v is equals to x to the power y, that I am taking inside. So it will become y into x to the power y minus 1, because this division 1 will effect minus 1 power, plus x to the power y log x dy on dx. This is dv on dx. We have got the second part also. The first part is with us, second part is with us. Now third part. Now I am doing this side. Please take care of this thing. You should not make mistake. So third is w is equals to x to the power x. Let us take log on both the sides. It will give us log w is equals to x log x. Now its differentiation. Try to remember this particular differentiation, x to power x, because directly we could use this. So it will become 1 upon w, then dw upon dx is equals to first function differentiation of second plus second function differentiation of first. So dw on dx is equals to w, that is x to power x 1 plus log x. These are the three things which were required to us. Now these three things we are going to put into equation A, I am saying it. So first of all, du on dx is y to the power x minus 1 into x dy on dx plus y to the power x log y plus y x to the power y minus 1 plus x to the power y log x dy on dx plus x to the power x plus x to power x, this I have taken inside, log x equals to 0. Now we are going to keep dy upon dx terms on one side, rest of the terms I am taking on the other side. So dy upon dx terms are 2, dy on dx. What is left? Y to the power x minus 1 into x plus x to the power y log x equals to, everything on the other side is going with the negative symbol. So that negative symbol will be minus y to the power x log y plus y x to the power y minus 1 plus x to the power x plus x to the power x log x. Now dy upon dx will be this upon this. That will be the final answer. So that much you have to do. I'm writing it as homework. So this much you could do. Thank you.